And BQ.
Hello. Hi.
Out there in Staten Island.
Yes.
Now, when you hear, Walt, that a man of BQ's stature has the same problems as every other normal man, does it make you feel a little better?
Yeah,
it does, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does. Like, you know, that like he has leaks like everybody else. His roof leaks.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! I feel like I feel like I could tackle anything now.
I'll tell you what. Mary Beth was taking a shower yesterday. It was the water's raining down onto to the floor beneath, and I'm like, why? This is me. I'm a fucking loser.
Oh, you had a
this
leak
is a
too?
shithole. Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, guys, just to be clear, like my roof isn't leaking. I don't live in a ghetto.
What was leaking?
Well, I didn't mean to cut off Brian's story. I'm sorry. I don't know which way you want to go first.
Oh no, that was the story.
Oh, okay.
So just your tub leaks?
Well, they renovated the bathroom like a month or so ago, and the leak has just got progressively worse.
Did they seal the tub?
I don't know. I would have to think no. Like if you saw the job that they did, you would be like, and I say this like whenever I want to provide a bar of how bad the work is, it's like I could do it better.
So what do you got to do? Just put towels down and try to. Well, what is she splashing around in there? Or
Yeah, what's going on? Still got a mermaid in there.
Why do you got to raise your arms above your head? Come on now. No, it's like it's just. I think what it's like in the actual knob, like that where you turn the water on.
Okay.
I think it's behind the wall and in there somewhere. So like the water just comes pouring down, which means they're going to have to go and remove the thing that they just put in, like one of those. You've probably seen the commercials for them. It's like
those tubs that go slide right in. The one
they
pieces?
just slide right in. Just
Yeah.
like, and I'm sure it works like that every time. That's smooth, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's always a problem because what you're doing. This is the version of the the quick fix.
Right.
You know, you're not going to spend the money to do it right. You're going to try to do it with this thing, this like the easy, cheaper route to fix it. And usually it doesn't work out.
And they show how simple it is and how happy everybody is once it's done. They put a floor down. Now, when I originally called, I was like, "There's the floor is so soft, it feels like you're going to fall through it." So what they did, instead of like taking all that up, putting down new plywood and then putting down that like floor, which actually doesn't look too bad. It's like that Pergo shit almost, but like this gray wood. But the wood underneath is so soft that now when you step on it, the boards are breaking. So there's a bunch of boards with splits throughout them.
I mean, I know why.
Like this.
I know why people do that.
An adult male in the United States.
Know.
Sounds like you live in the
That's how far
Ukraine.
I've gotten.
I know why people go they don't want to spend the money to fix it properly the first time, but inevitably, don't you wind up spending more money like in the long run by not addressing it and fixing it properly?
Exactly. That's this like. I have a landlord, so I understand where he's like, it's a rental property. The less money I put into it, the more money I'll make back.
Right.
I used to say landlord. I'm leaning towards slumlord. But yeah, you're right. It's like they even told him. Well, first they tried to blame us. They were like, they're taking showers with the shower curtain on the outside of the tub.
How do they know that? How do they know that?
It's your fault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was our fault. Just like when the kitchen sink was leaking, it was also our fault because we piled up too much stuff underneath the sink.
Yeah.
Like detergent and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that affects pipes.
Yeah. The same things that everybody piles up underneath their sinks across America, we did, and somehow we were causing the problem. And in the past like 3.5 years, I guess I've lived there, the calls have been so minimal in terms of like, hey, can you fix this? Hey, can you fix that? They should have been probably triple. But it's like, I don't like dealing with people like coming into the house and it's annoying. So I'll just let some shit go. Cause at this point I'm just like, fuck it. The whole fucking ceiling can come down. It's not my problem.
Yeah, you're leaving soon, right?
Yeah. What are we getting out of there? Fucking crooked house. Won't miss anything about it. Not one thing.
But
Yeah.
what was your leak?
Oh, well, so the house is old, so the basement, like, for some reason, like, all right, so I had a French drain put in the basement, right? And then they also dug up the outside of the house and tarred it. It sounds like it should be waterproofed, right? But it's not, with a certain amount. I mean, I guess there's just, like, if the groundwater goes too high, it just goes over the foundation of the house, kind of, and, like, gets through. And it hasn't happened since I fixed the house. But the last rain that we had, I started getting these leaks because it was just torrential. And I figured out what's going on, Walt, is my gutters have, if they get blocked, they have these pour things that, like, when it boils, when it lifts over, it spits it out. You know how, like, on churches they have gargoyles and the fucking water spouts
Yes.
out of them? So I have, like, not gargoyles, they're just boxes, but it spouts out. And the problem is, like, there's a blockage somewhere in the drainage system. So all the spouts on the house are pissing water into the exact spots that will leak. So I have a call into the gutter guy. I can't do it myself. I tried a month ago. Over a month, I'm waiting for the gutter guy to come. I call another person. He's like, no, we're 2 months out. It's like fucking insane. So I can't get anybody here. So I have garbage pails under the spouts to catch the water from the spouts. But then I had to then I have my pool pump in the garbage can pumping out the water constantly. So the spout spits it into the garbage can, the pool pump spits it out. But I have 4 of them. So I had to go to Home Depot and get 4 pumps. So now I'm outside in the fucking pouring rain setting up these pumps and electric cords and everything like that. And so it's just, but they're all, I mean, I look like it. Like, I have 4 extension cords running around the outside of my house, 4 fucking pumps pumping, 4 garbage cans just sitting, like, up next to the house. It just looks like shit. And I'm
You're the modern day version of the Dutch boy with his finger in the dam.
Yeah.
I like how you're so woke you didn't say dyke.
Yeah. And I'm out there and I'm like, why am I dealing with this? Like,
Well, you know what though? This is great for your PR. You know, like I said, the way you're viewed by everybody, because not only do you have the leaks, you also don't have any gargoyles.
yeah, no
People would have
gargoyles.
assumed that you had gargoyles too.
Well, I'll tell you something else. While I was out there, Walt, you'll like this. This will help my. So my neighbor to the back of me, their house is for sale, right? And there's no one living there, and they have a pool they can't sell this house. It's been like 2 years they can't sell this house, and but no one's been there for over a year. So their pool has one of those blue pool pumps in it, and it got clogged. So the whole cover of the pool is like forming a lake. So in the rain today, I went out there. I got into that fucking lake. I pulled out the pump, their pump. I opened it up. I got all the leaves and the gunk out. I cleaned it all out. Fucking pouring rain. Put it back. Plugged it into my outlet because I don't know that I ran an extension cord down to their house. So now I'm pumping out their pool cover. Nobody even lives there, just to help out the next owners of the house.
Wow, that is fucking unreal.
That's a nice guy.
That's like, Rush should remake that song, Modern Day Tom Sawyer, but modern day Dutch boy.
Fucking leaks all over Staten Island.
I got leaks for days, and there's probably gonna be some fucking asshole
Wow,
that moves in.
yeah, baby, but that. And no one will even know. Well, now
They will.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew I was mentioning it. While I was doing it, I was like, how do I get this out there? Is this worth a press release? I don't know.
Yeah, will the AP cover this? Probably not, but at least I'll say it on TSD.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's been my morning. So so it was a little frustrating. So thank you for your patience.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, and here we are doing it remotely now, but that's all right. I can still see you
What are you
guys.
gonna do? Sometimes you got to do it remotely.
You got to do it remotely sometimes.
Better than nothing.